everybody. I think I finally got the camera situation sorted out. We'll see when I upload this. I think it's a lighting issue more than anything. But I also, right after I started to get the camera sorted out, I got a scratch on my eye that then became inflamed. So I was some sort of like swamp creature for a day or two. Anyhow, um, I am going to be talking today about reversal tarot spreads, and I don't mean a tarot spread that just has all the cards reversed or some of the cards reversed. What I'm actually talking about is the opposite of a tarot spread. Um, I came across this, I think in some old 101 books years and years ago, or it may have actually been a tarot spells book, but I thought everyone had encountered this, and I am discovering that that's not true because I said something to somebody today and they looked at me like I was crazy. So maybe I am. Maybe I'm imagining this whole thing. But at any rate, I have done these, and they worked out fairly well for me. So maybe it's something somebody out there can use. This is a really informal sort of end of the day filming, so I apologize for this like really unflattering shot and the fact that I'm sort of being sucked into the sofa like quicksand. Um, look, Scott Pilgrim and Doctor Who. Um, I'm a nerd. Um, anyhow, uh, where was I? Oh, these reverse tarot spreads. So normally when you do a tarot spread, you lay out the cards and you sort of interpret based on the cards and their positioning what's going on, right? Well, these reverse spreads are a little bit of a manifestation exercise, uh, and they do require a decent working knowledge of the tarot. So if you are struggling, it may be helpful for you to, have a book nearby, or even, wait until you know the cards a little bit better. But what I have encountered in writings, as well as, my own experience, is that you can actually sort of lay out the cards in sort of an affirmation mandala. And by that, what I mean is, you can start, rather than the beginning and working your way forward, you can actually start with the final outcome and select a card that, for whatever spread you're attempting to manifest, most represents your desired outcome. So if, for instance, if you are finding yourself in a financial crunch, then you can actually begin with a final outcome that shows a favorable financial outlook, and sort of work backward and sort of create this artificial spread that reflects your life the way you would like it to be. And then you can, some people use it as a trigger in spell working. Others I've seen use it as a meditation manifestation sort of device, but which is how I traditionally have used it. But you can then sort of, look over this pattern that you've created for yourself and use that as an affirmation toward manifestation of those energies that you would like to embody. So, certain things are not going to change. Like, you are obviously going to choose a card to represent yourself that is probably going to be fairly accurate. Or not, actually. I take that back. Look, it's reversal week. I reversed what I said. Um, but, uh, but yeah, like, these things, they almost become like a card mandala. If you are doing a tarot or a Celtic cross, then you would begin with, your final outcome. My hand is just floating out here. Your final outcome, and work back through your influences, and then your your distant and near futures back around to the past. And some of these things are going to be very easy for you to fill in, like your recent past influences and so on. You're probably going to put those in representing the place that you're coming from, where your future cards and your final outcomes you're going to lay out in a way that represents a path that you would like to be on. And again, either using that in a spell working or using that as sort of a meditation device, then really can help you to sort of move into those positions that you would like to see, those manifestations that you would like to see in your life. I realize that this has been a quick and dirty, and if this is just completely over the top, then ignore me as usual. I mean, not that it's not usual that you all ignore me. Maybe some of you do. But I mean, as usual, feel free to take this with a grain of salt. But if it is something that you're interested in, and for whatever reason I have just sort of blabbed my way through it and it makes no sense to you whatsoever, feel free to contact me, and I'll try to put it in print for you. I think it's fairly straightforward, but I always think I'm straightforward, and sometimes I'm a bibbling idiot. That being said, enjoy the rest of Reverse Week. I know that my colleagues on the channel are going to present amazing things, because they always do. Like, by the end of the week, I'm just like, why didn't I think of that? Anyhow, enjoy.